Hi everyone. Today we are presenting our strategic analysis of ZARA, one of the world's leading fast fashion retailers. So in my group there are four members. Myself, I am Pasindu Subasinghe, and my friends Ranjit, Shankar, and Manikandan. Today we will be exploring ZARA's business sector, use of strategic management theories like Porter's five forces, pestle analysis, and the resource-based view, how it adapted to the international environment, and how it manages ongoing change. So going on to the next slide will be the contents that I'm going to talk about today. Me and my friends are going to talk about today. So first we will give a brief introduction and an overview of the company, the sector that the organization operates in, business relevant information, application of strategic management theory, resource-based view theory, the five forces framework, benefits and limitations, justification of choice, analyzing the internal and external environment, international context that affected the organization, critical evaluation of the adopted business model, pestle analysis of ZARA, corporate strategy framework, discussion of environmental forces that impacted ZARA, so change management in the organization over time. So moving on to the first slide is a brief introduction and an overview about the company. So ZARA operates in the global fast fashion retail industry, as we all know. It is a part of the Inditex Group and is headquartered in RTXO, Spain. In 2024, ZARA achieved a net profit of 5.87 billion euros, demonstrating the strength of its agile and responsive model in competitive industry. The Inditex Group's flagship brand, ZARA, is well known throughout the world for controlling the fast fashion market. It has transformed the fashion retail model by prioritizing customers and producing products quickly. ZARA strives to satisfy consumer demands while providing reasonably priced clothing. A vertically integrated supply chain serves as the foundation of its strategy, enabling rapid adjustment to consumer preferences and market trends. So going on to the next slide, I will be talking about the sector that the organization operates in. ZARA combines both online and offline operations, serving 96 markets globally. ZARA is a part of the fast fashion retail industry, which is characterized by quickly shifting consumer trends and tastes. The company continues to have a major worldwide presence. ZARA has made significant investments in e-commerce to improve accessibility, in addition to its robust physical presence. In a market dominated by H&M, Uniqlo, and Forever 21, ZARA stands out primarily because of its rapid product turnover and capacity to convert runway trends into wearable goods in a matter of weeks. For example, while Shein holds 50% of US consumer share in fast fashion, ZARA has only 13%, highlighting the need for continuous innovation. So going on to the next slide, I will be talking about the business relevant information. To analyze ZARA's position, we've used two strategic theories. Resource-based view, RBV, which focuses on ZARA's internal strength, and we'll also be talking about Porter's five forces, evaluates external threats and competitiveness in the fashion industry. We'll also be doing a pestle analysis on ZARA. But first, I'll be talking about resource-based view and the Porter's five forces. ZARA works in the fiercely competitive and unstable fashion industry, where quick thinking and flexibility are essential. Conventional fast fashion models are under pressure as consumer behavior has changed toward ethical sourcing and real-time responsiveness. ZARA's distinctive supply chain model, which combines design, manufacturing, and distribution, enables real-time feedback and product updates, allowing it to meet these demands. Despite growing competition in e-commerce and concerns about sustainability, ZARA uses digital tools and customer data to stay relevant and loyal. So going on to the next slide, I will be talking about the application of strategic management theory. Two important strategic frameworks, Porter's five forces and the RBV model, have been used to evaluate ZARA's position. Porter's framework assesses the external market dynamics, whereas RBV permits an internal viewpoint on priceless and unique resources like ZARA's supply chains and brand identity. These frameworks together help in the explanation of ZARA's competitive edge and the direct management's decision making in the highly competitive and global fashion retail sector. So, to talk about the resource-based view theory, I will be letting my friend Ranjit to carry on. He will be proceeding with the presentation from now on. Thank you.
Hey everyone, myself Ramesh Kumar. Today I'm talking about resource-based view theory. ZARA success under RBV is based on its strong brand equity, vertically integrated supply chain, and in-house design teams. These resources are rare, valuable, unique, and non-substitutable, and the business has a consistent competitive edge. Its RBV strength revolve around its internal alignment with market demands and responsiveness. RBV highlights Zoro's strategic assets, a highly agile supply chain that reacts to customer demands in near real time, strong brand identity built on fashion forward thinking, use of consumer data for fast production development. I'll be continuing the next slide. Five forces framework. The model shows strategic opportunities and also weak points. Porter's five forces show that Zara has a lot of buyer power because of changing fashion trends and customer expectation. The threat of substitutes is still minimal. Zara's size and speed present significant obstacles for new entrants. Supplier power is moderate due to its control over its production. The fast fashion industry in fact faces fierce competition. The model identifies strategic opportunities as well as weak points. And next I'll be continue the benefit and limitations. The five forces model helps in the development of Zara's pricing and market entry strategies and provides a clear perspective of external challenges. However, it lacks a description of Zara's supply chain strength and internal agility. On the other hand, RBV supports strategic investment decision by emphasizing internal competencies like data-driven design and effective logistics. However, RBV by itself might minimize outside disturbances like digital rivals or sustainable fashion movements. Both framework offer value. RBV shows Zara's internal strength like supply chain and innovation. Porter's model reveals external threats and where value may be lost. And I will be continuing the next slide. Mhm. Justification of choice, analyzing the internal or external environment. Zara's strategic position and internal strategy with resources have been analyzed critically through the above two framework, which helped to evaluate the competitive nature of ZARA within the global fashion sector. Porter's five forces revealed the threatening areas to adopt the record strategy in business operations. Using the opportunities on the other hand, RBV highlighted the brand reputation as a potential resource that contributed to the business establishment. Next slides will be continuing my teammate Shankar.
Thank you, Ranjit. Myself, Shankar Mudigonda. Now I am going to discuss about international contacts affected that organization. Zara faced strong competitive rivalry from competitors like H&M, along with other emerging retailers. The substitute dates identified by Porter 5 forces could easily shift consumers to second-hand platform. To meet these challenges, Zara has offered repaired design to shelf cycles. On the other hand, Igli supply chain and in-house designing and other strengths indicated by the RBP representative assistant. Zara in achieving sustainable advantages. Zara fashion fast fashion model depends on demand forecast, drive customer urgency by offering limited time trends. The company is shifting towards eco-conscious products to reduce textile waste and then environmental harm. Example, Zara pledged to eliminate hazardous chemicals by 2020 and has launched the Joint Life Sustainable label. Now I am going to next slide. Now I am going to explain how critical evolution of this adapted business model. Zara has focused on agility and vertical integration by operating and fast fashion business model. This model is based on demand forecast and inventory refresher that is helpful to create urgency and scarcity among Zara customers. Besides the exceptional profitability, they also focus on environmental factors and take initiative to reduce waste within ethical practice and attracting customers' values. Now we are going to next slide. Best analysis of Zara. Let's now explore external environmental influencing Zara through PESTEL framework. Political. Zara operator is nearly 100 countries, so it is highly exposed to political risk. For example, Berex is disputed its supply chain between Spain and the UK due to customs checks and delays. Also, rising geopolitical tension, especially between China and Western markets, create uncertainty in Zara sourcing strategies since much of its manufacturing is outsourced to Asia. Economic Coming to economic, Zara is a part of fast fashion industry which is highly sensitive to economic cycles. During inflammation periods of global slowdowns like the COVID-19, consumer reduce spending on discretionary items like fashion. Zara vertically integration and controls over logistics allows them to adapting price. Strategics quickly makes them to more resilient than traditional retailers. Coming to environmental concerns as especially relevant for Zara. Consumers today especially sustainable, not just speed. Zara has responded within its joint life label fashion on reducing textile wastes and adopting eco-friendly materials. Additionally, environmental regulations in the EU and other regions, tightening especially regarding waste and emissions, which could affect Zara sourcing and manufacturing. Now, I'm going to explain next slide. Is continued. Technically, Zara is leader in integrated technology into retail. For example, they were implemented RFID tracking to improve inventory accuracy and streamline in stores and online operations. However, fast fashion competitors like Shein use advanced AI and data analytics for trend prediction and putting pressure on Zara to keep innovating digitally. Coming to social trends and shifts. These increase demands for ethical sources, inclusive fashion and environmental responsible brands. Consumers now also expect seamless omni-channel experience with whether they Zara must respond quickly to social media driven trends while also addressing criticism of the fast fashion model, environment, and labor impacts. Coming to legal, Zara must navigate labor laws, environmental policy, and consumers' values to comply with these laws, especially in a manufacturing region, can result in a reputation's damage or legal action. For example, past investigation into working condition in factories like linked to index rises scrutiny, prompting Zara to increase transparency in its supply chain. Now, rest of the slides will continue by my friend Manikandan Sethi.
Hello everyone, myself Manigan Sindhil. Now I am talking to corporate strategy framework. Zara has a incorporate concentration strategy focusing on business area to establish brand identity and enhance the operational efficiency. The differentiation strategy has led to the company maintain inclusive customer engagement and international expansion. Zara also adopted a omni-channel approach to manage physical store and aimed digital shift and a rapid product. Uh, Next slide. discuss on a environmental force that impact. The strategy, model, and structure of Zara has been significantly impacted by external environment. The rise of e-commerce and technical adoption forced Zara to shift toward digital first model from store centric model. The different regulations and economic fusion in variation continue added community to profit and price strategy for the global business operation in the fashion industry. To manage all this, Zara launched sustainable, innovative, and joint life to develop 100% eco-efficiency store to attract more customers. I continue to next slide. The change management in the organizations over time. Zara has taken transition to apply omni-channel model in operational process by incorporating both online and offline business. Due to this applied RFID tracking and engaged the efficiency of online platform, their change management also include culture of flexibility and investment in data science to adjust service offering based on performance, eliminating all challenging from the external environment. Now continue to change the next slide. Conclusion. Here, critical analysis of appreciate theory has been done for Zara to determine essential factors that need to consider for strategy positioning. The internal content has been discussed by the relevant model and corporate strategy. The impact of external environment has been identified on Zara, such as the impact of economic fusion, the RFID tracking and flexibility on the operation process of Zara highlight change adoptions. Thank you.